Are you tired of your body becoming the final resting place for dead animals? Oh, you tired of that meat, huh? No, that's not it. No pork on your fork, no fish on your dish, no meat when you eat, no chicken in the kitchen, no death on your breath. I got you. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Higher Power Lifestyle YouTube channel. I know why you guys are here. I'm going to give you 3 ways to go vegan cold turkey, or to my vegan community, cold tofurkey. So that's a vegan joke for you non-vegans out there. But first off, though, there is something I do have to say. So use that vegan term with caution, okay? Because technically most of the people who say that they are vegan are not vegan, okay? Vegan by definition means you don't wear any leather, you don't use any products that were tested on animals, you don't eat honey. Aside from the dietary stuff, there's so many other things that make you technically a vegan, okay? So to the real vegan community out there, I think you need to be a little more sensitive and understand that. So vegan by diet or plant-based diet is a better way to refer to it. So, but you know what we mean, going vegan, okay? 3 easy steps. Overnight for the most part. And when I say overnight, I mean maybe 1 to 3 days, okay? Give yourself a window there. But I'm going to give you those steps. I don't care what the reason is, whether it's to better your health, whether it's to be more compassionate towards the animals, whether it's to make a better impact on the earth. Maybe it's a combination of all 3, whatever the case may be. Thank you. I always tell people that, you know, everything that you will ever need in life to sustain your existence, Mother Earth can provide in abundance. And that's real talk. So I've been vegetarian vegan for 16 years. So I went vegetarian at the end of 2003 to 2008. And then I became vegan November 2008. Actually, it was a day after Barack Obama became president, so that's how I remember. So I went vegan at that point, and I've been vegan ever since. It was actually easier to go vegetarian cold turkey as opposed to going vegan cold turkey. So vegetarian, I had somewhat of a knowledge base, okay? So, and that's very important. I had somewhat of a knowledge base leading up to me going vegetarian, and I'll spare you those details, but just know at the end of 2003, it was Christmas and I was eating chitlins, and right after I ate the chitlins, I had a really bad experience where my eyes immediately turned pink, maybe within 5 minutes of eating the chitlins or chitterlings. And I immediately got a very dull headache, and I went to the bathroom and I looked at myself, and I did not look good. I did not feel good, and I knew immediately what it was. And being that I had that knowledge base and I was already kind of thinking about cutting out meat, that's what did it. So going into 2004, I was a vegetarian. I will spare you all of those details, maybe provide them in another video. But the reason you're here is because you want to know how to go vegan cold turkey, all right? I got you, okay? And like I said, cold turkey by my definition, I mean 1 to 3 day window, because there's some very, very important steps that you have to do in order to make this happen, all right? Step number 1, all right? You have to plant the seed, okay? You have to have that desire, and you have to have a bit of knowledge on what it means to go vegan, okay? It has to be deeply rooted, okay? That desire has to be something that you have connected with, and you have a passion or some understanding about, and you have to want to move forward from there. How do you get that desire? Okay, research. You can read pamphlets, you can read magazines, you can read articles, you can browse the internet, you can do all of that stuff just to read up on veganism and its benefits, and the benefits to yourself first and foremost, okay? So when reading up on the plant-based benefits, you have to be very, very careful. And I will repeat, you have to be very, very careful, because veganism is a powerful industry in itself, okay? Just the whole plant-based movement is growing. When I first went vegetarian, let me tell you, people were like very confused, and even more so when I became vegan, and even more so my own people, black people, were they looked at me like I was an alien. I got clowned all the time about the things that I ate and all that stuff. So but aside from that, you have to understand, okay, that it is a direct competitor to the meat and dairy industry. So when you're reading these articles, please, please, please consider the source. I have seen so many articles that attack veganism and try to scare people away from, you know, ditching the meat. It's crazy. Now, they spend big dollars to put this stuff out. That's why I want to be a direct example of the truth, okay? Those are lies. I have been vegan for 12 years, okay? I was vegetarian 4 years before that. I am totally fine. I am healthy. I feel the absolute best I've ever felt before, okay? Those are lies. When you hear about B12, you hear about protein, you hear about all this stuff, don't listen to it, okay? Protein is in everything. How do you think cows get their protein? They eat grass. How do you think gorillas are so big and strong? I mean, there's a lot of... That's why you need to do your research, okay? Number one, just do your research. It needs to be deeply rooted. Spend some time. It doesn't have to be long. Just go in it with an open mind and ready to do your research. That's it. That's one. I will provide some links at the end of the video, and it will be in the description box, and I will be providing pictures and things you may see pop up on the screen to kind of navigate you through it. But understand that this cannot be something you are doing just because it is trendy, okay? Becoming a vegan is a very serious thing, and it's a very great thing you're doing for your body and for your health, and hopefully the people around you can follow, you know? So, but I will give you a few things though. So one of the first things that I read that was introduced to me by one of my Muslim friends was How to Eat to Live Part 1 and Part 2, okay? Along with Nutricide by Dr. Layla Africa, okay? Those were books that kind of helped change my perspective and understanding of the human diet, okay? The other book was The China Study by Dr. T. Colin Campbell. He did the most comprehensive study on the human diet ever conducted. It was like a 27-year research on the human diet, and that just changed a lot for me. So I encourage you all to look up these books and read those books, okay? They will change you will have a paradigm shift, I promise. Okay, number 2. Okay, so this is kind of easy. You have to get familiar with the plant-based restaurants and resources in your area. It may sound hard, but you know, it's pretty easy. You will want to take a trip to your local grocery store, okay? If you have many different grocery stores, go to those. Take a quick trip. You go to the grocery store anyway. Now, what you're going to do is you want to make a list of all of the vegan-friendly products, okay? It's very easy. Usually in the freezer section, there is a whole section for vegetarians and vegans. So you want to go there, you want to make a list of the vegan products. You want to look for things like Boca, Morningstar Farm, Lifelight. There's so many other ones, Daya. You just have to look in that section. You know, you want to look at the tofu. You want to look at all of those things, okay? You want to get familiar with the products, okay? That's number one. Your local grocery store is going to be your easiest resource, okay, for becoming vegan, because everything you need to eat and sustain yourself is there. We don't even have to talk about the veggies because we already know that's all vegan. So whatever veggies you like, just up the ante on the veggies, okay? But there is a caveat, okay? Now, these are, like, if you're going for the Boca, you're going for the Morningstar Farms, you're going for those vegan frozen products, they are technically frozen dinners, okay? So you have to be careful because they tend to be higher in the sodium, and so they're not the healthiest of vegan or plant-based options, but they are much healthier than the meat options. But I'm only doing this for the sake of helping you make the transition overnight. But just understand, as long as there's understanding there, that the products that you are getting are just technically placeholders until you can learn how to make your own dishes, okay? So it's kind of what it is. But these brands offer anything your little heart desires. I'm talking about chicken nuggets, I'm talking about barbecue ribs, I'm talking about hamburgers, I'm talking about sausage, I'm talking about pork bites, beef tips, vegan, okay? Chicken tenders, hot dogs, you name it. If it's in a meat form, you can find it somewhere in a vegan form, okay? I make vegan hot wings, okay? I have a recipe, as a matter of fact, on this channel. I will link it below and it'll be up here somewhere. You click it, vegan hot wings. These products will help you make that transition. So making that switch, so suddenly you have to understand it's going to take your palate enough time to make that adjustment, okay? Because it is going to be a drastic change. But over time, that burger that you eat will be so satisfying. It will taste like the best burger you ever had. The burgers that I eat now, being that I've been plant-based for so long, they taste just like the burgers I remember eating back when I was not plant-based, okay? And I'll let you know, before I went vegetarian, I ate everything. Like I said, chitlins, I've eaten turtle, I've eaten rabbit, I've eaten deer. I think my grandpa even cooked a possum one time or something like that. I know raccoon. But yeah, I used to eat everything, bro. So, yeah, so I'm not missing nothing. I've eaten everything. I know how everything tastes, and seafood was one of my favorite things to eat and all that stuff. But yeah, I became wiser, became more compassionate towards the planet, towards the animals, and more knowledgeable, and thank God, I was introduced to certain information and knowledge and books, and instilled it in myself and also my family. So my family, my kids, my queen, everybody understands the vegan lifestyle, plant-based lifestyle, and it's just a great piece of knowledge and a life-changing piece of knowledge that you can possibly pass down. Is worth more than money to me. Health is worth more than anything to me. So that's why I started this channel to begin with. So yeah, health is very, very important. So to learn this type of stuff and erase kind of what we were raised to believe and understand, and the ways of life and all that stuff, which is very hard to do in most cases. It is a blessing. It is something that I'm very thankful for, and I just want to share it with people, especially the people who really want to change. One of the absolute biggest benefits of becoming plant-based, not vegetarian, but completely plant-based or vegan, is in the food there is zero cholesterol. Zero cholesterol, okay? That is a huge thing, especially for the black community, okay? Zero cholesterol. I have people in my life that shall remain nameless that suffer from high cholesterol, okay? Your body naturally produces cholesterol. Doesn't need all the extra cholesterol, okay? I'm not a physician, I'm not a holistic doctor, any of that stuff, so I'm not gonna speak too much on that, but just through my research and through my reading, I know that, okay? So that's one thing, zero cholesterol. So if you have high cholesterol, you will reap immediate benefits. So that's one of the biggest. There's a whole lot of other benefits aside from that you will get from the vegan diet and just being plant-based and just studying the anatomy of humans versus, you know, animals and all of that stuff. Like, after you do your research, you will understand that is totally the opposite of the SAD diet. Okay, so the standard American diet. So you will immediately reap those benefits. All right, yeah, turn that product around and read the label. If there's a lot of words in there that you can't pronounce or you have zero clue what it is, there should be caution when eating the product. You should actually research it. You have to understand, these businesses are in business to make money. They could give a damn about your health, okay? This is a product and you are a consumer, and they need to make dollars and they need to increase their bottom line, all right? So you have to understand, the least amount of ingredients, the more you understand on that label is better. So become a label reader, okay? I read labels all the time, you know, just because I want to know what I'm putting in my body. People are more concerned about the type of gas they put in their car than the type of food they put in their body, which is always confusing. You want to become a label reader, and eventually becoming a label reader, you'll learn how to make some of these meals from scratch, because you'll know exactly what to buy and you can create stuff yourself. You know, so you can create these recipes or recreate these recipes yourself. And fellas, trust me, women love to see a man reading labels, and women love to see a man in the kitchen cooking a good, healthy meal, okay? I do it all the time. I'm in the kitchen for hours, chefing it up for the fam. Trust me. Trust and believe. So you getting it from a good source, man. I'm telling you, no better source, man. So yeah, man, you know, learn how to make the stuff yourself. It's actually fun. But lucky you, I have one resource, one website that will help you. Okay, like, I'm not gonna make this complicated. So when I say learn to make your own, I have one website that will totally make this a lot easier. Okay, when you want to make a vegan meal. That website is something that helped me many years ago, and it is called Veg Web. Okay, Veg Web is where you want to go. All right, it has recipes for everything: breakfast, lunch, dinner, appetizers. They even have recipes for non-edible products. I'm talking like deodorants, house cleaners, you name it. I love Veg Web. But that's not even the best part. The best part is it is a website that thrives off of its community and users. The recipes you're gonna find on Veg Web are uploaded by the community, and they're rated by the people who've actually made the dish. So you're getting a true review on the quality of this meal, how it tastes, any tweaks, any of that stuff. Okay, so that's what's dope about Veg Web, because you're not just guessing some stuff. You can actually see the ratings, and you can actually see, okay, is this a meal that is worth investing in? Like, should I really run to the store and buy all these ingredients and make it? Will it come out good? So yes, Veg Web. That is the only. I learned how to make a vegan chicken pot pie many years ago on that website, and we still cook that pot pie to this day. Matter of fact, we got the pot pie ingredients in there right now, and we're gonna make it in the next day or so. So yeah, man, vegan pot pie is on there, and it is amazing. Oh, and one of the last things you want to do is get familiar with the restaurants. Okay, get familiar with the restaurants. You would be surprised of how many restaurants you probably go to now that actually have a healthy amount of vegan options there. You can either go by or you can call and ask about the vegan, options. Do they have vegan? Do they have veggie burgers? Are they vegan? Look up the restaurants in your area that are actually vegan or vegetarian. So most of the restaurants can make products vegan. They have vegan products on their menu. You just have to ask about them. And if it's like a vegetarian restaurant, then it should be super easy for them to make it vegan, okay? No sweat there. But getting familiar with the restaurants, you'll know you'll have an arsenal of resources around you at all times. You'll be ready. When you get hungry and you want a burger, you can get it. You want a hot dog, you can get it. You want to go dine out for the experience, you can still do it. So get familiar with the restaurants. Go to Google, look it up. Just type in vegan restaurants near me or vegan restaurants in my city, and you will be surprised at how many options come up, okay? Now I'll name a few that I go to here in Atlanta. And, you know, if you're in the area, go there. That simple. Harmony Vegetarian. Don't let the name fool you. Harmony Vegetarian is all vegan. And if you like Chinese food, they have a very extensive menu, okay? Harmony Vegetarian will get you right. They have everything from vegan chicken lo mein, shrimp fried rice, beef and broccoli. I think they even have vegan shark fin soup. I'm not kidding, okay? So they cover everything you need for vegan Chinese food. Harmony Vegetarian. The other one is Tassili's Raw Reality. I fell in love with Tassili's Raw Reality maybe 4 years ago, okay? They offer raw foods, but they are so delicious. There's a burrito there called the South of the Border. Anybody in Atlanta who's ever been to Tassili's know exactly what I'm talking about. The spicy South of the Border, or just the regular kale wrap, is amazing. It is exquisite, okay? And I know that the raw term can turn people off, but trust me, the way they make this stuff, they don't play. They do not play. They put their feet in it, okay? I promise you, it's a really, 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 really good restaurant. And the burritos are big and they're fulfilling, okay? So, Tassili's Raw Reality. There's another one, Go Vegan. There's Maddio's Pizza. Maddio's Pizza is not a vegan spot, but Maddio's Pizza, if you're lucky enough to have a Maddio's Pizza in your area, Maddio's Pizza, they have a vegan pizza option. So you can get down to the cheese. They have tofu, okay? They have all the veggies, of course. And they have the marinara and they have the garlic sauce. That's all vegan. And these, when they load this pizza up with all those things, oh my God, we get the extra large, and the family, we pig in. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up somewhere just so you can see. We usually get like 2 of these big pizzas, and we just pig out, man. And they're so good. You have Salada. Salada is a spot I used to go to in Atlantic Station. It's pretty much a salad bar with like 100 options, okay? And I used to go all the time. I'm talking almost every day. Now the salads will cost you about $15, maybe $20, depending on what all you get, because you can choose all kind of proteins and stuff like that. But Salada is it's healthy, but it can get unhealthy, meaning like you can pack on a lot of calories into a salad because you're putting so much in it, and if you're putting a lot of dressing on it. But Salada still is vegan. Go to your nearest Salada or look up your nearest Salada, and I'm pretty sure you'll be happy. Oh, Yard House. Yard House is another spot that I like to go to. They have an amazing Beyond Meat burger. They have a section actually for vegans. So look at the menu online and you'll see all of the options they have, and I'm telling you, they're really good, like really good. Another one is Soul Vegetarian. If you look any Jamaican restaurants or any Indian restaurants, you're going to be able to, you know, tweak it a little bit to where you can get a good delicious vegan meal out of it. So Jamaican, you got the veggie patties, they have soya patties, they have the spinach or callaloo patties. So you can get the rice and peas, of course, the plantains. Some restaurants have, I know I go to Cool Runnings in Peachtree Corners. They have tofu with the brown stew. Oh my God, you talk about some stuff. Oh man, you got to take your shoes off to eat that. Okay, you can't eat that with your shoes on. You got to come home and eat that. But yeah, Cool Runnings. And yeah, any Indian spot. Most Indian spots are vegetarian mostly anyway, so you go to a vegan Indian spot, you're gonna be in really good hands. And then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it on my suggestions. But just do your due diligence. Look in your area, find the vegan, vegetarian restaurants, and even the non-vegan, vegetarian restaurants. Ask questions, make it happen. So yeah, so before you go, clearing out the corpses, okay, in your fridge, you know, all those dead animals, okay, do that research first. Steps 1, steps 2, okay. So step 1 was plant the seed. Step 2 is get familiar with all of the resources in your area, all of the restaurants, recipes, and the grocery store, all that stuff. So those are crucial. Step 1, step 2. Now on to step 3. It's time to turn your kitchen, your fridge, from morgue to medicine, baby. That's right. It's time to clean house. Now you can take, if you've implemented step 1 and step 2, okay, now you're ready to remove all of the meat products, all of those innocent animals that were slaughtered, and their final resting place is your freezer. Okay, it's now time to clear all that stuff out. I don't care what, well, I do care what you do with it. What I did with mine when I became vegetarian, we gave ours to a neighbor. We gave our food to a neighbor. So you can do a good deed. You can donate the food. You can give it to a neighbor, you know, and just wipe your hands of it, you know. So you're ready at this point. I promise you're ready at this point. If you've connected, it's deeply rooted, you have the desire, you've done the research, you know where to get your meat, your meatless products from, you have your resources, guess what? You don't need the corpses. Let's get rid of them. Okay, so clean house, clean out the fridge, and you're good to go. So once you clean out the fridge, you might want to sanitize it. You might want to wash it down. You've had blood, and I know it sounds a bit much. I get it, but you're starting over anew. You're turning a new leaf, baby. So you want to clean, you want to wipe down all that stuff, and you want to go to the grocery store. You want to get the medicine. You want to get what heals. You want to go to the grocery store now. Okay. So I might have should have said, don't be broke. Okay, you can't be. I'm just trying to make it apply to everybody. Okay, so you want to have enough money to go grocery shopping. Okay, do about 20, 30, 40, 50 at the minimum. If you got that, you know what I mean, that'll hold you down. So you'll be able to go get your starter kit. That's at the minimum. Now it can get expensive. It can get expensive if you don't know how to shop. Or if you're buying too much of the wrong stuff, or if you're not a budgeter, or if you're shopping organic. Don't let that scare you away though. Okay, don't be scared of the prices, because you either pay for it now or you can pay for it later in medical bills. Okay, so yeah, so that's step 3 in a nutshell. It's time to clean house. It's time to clean out the fridge. It's time to wipe down the fridge. It's time to go to the store and get your vegan food and bring them home. Bring it home and stuff your fridge with all of that goodness, and learn about it and appreciate it, and understand now your kitchen is the place where you go to medicate. You're eating things that will heal you and not kill you. You understand? We all die. I get it. I had a guy tell me, he made me so mad in a grocery store. I'll tell you really quick. He told me, I was in line, I was checking out, had all my little healthy stuff, and he had like some meat products or what have you. And, he was looking at me in the cash register. The dude on the register was in with him. And it was like, yeah, man, that's too healthy for me, man. I don't see how you eat it. I gotta have my ribs. And, he was just saying all that stuff. He was like, I want to die happy. I said, dude, I wanted to say nigga. Don't nobody die happy, okay? I just get tired of people trying to, being that, switching this, going to veganism or plant-based lifestyle can be intimidating. I just hate the people who can't do it. So, and they don't understand it, just, say ignorant shit like that. So, ignorant stuff like that. Anyway, you have your 3 steps right there, okay? Just for you making it this far, okay, through all of my talks and everything, because I'm very passionate about this. I love you guys. I love if you come to this channel, you know, even if it's just one person that I'm affecting, man, you don't understand how much it does for me. That is why I want people to share. I want people to subscribe. I want people to like this video, because this can actually save a life. The China study book that I mentioned will knock your socks off with information. Okay, the links that I'm going to put below, I'm going to put them there because I want you guys to see it. There's a link that I'm going to put below on how to reverse diabetes in 30 days. Now, I know it sounds like a bunch of BS because you got all of these people walking around with diabetes, you know, but I tell you, you're always going to get it real from me. This link below is a full documentary. It's something that you need to share with anybody you love, friends or family that may be suffering from diabetes. Okay, look at it for yourself and assess it as you may, and take away what you need. And to me, I believe every bit of it, because the people in the documentary was as real as it gets. Okay, so I'm gonna put that link below, and I'm also gonna put a link, one of the very first things that I looked at that changed my ways of just viewing everything I knew about the meat industry and animals, and it's called Meet Your Meat. Okay, for all my nasty dudes out there, get your head out the gutter. Meet Your Meat. Okay, yeah, that video is going to, I'm going to caution you. It's going to put the nail in the coffin on all of your past meat eating habits. Okay, you're probably going to be really done with meat forever after you watch this video. I promise you. Those two videos that I'm going to put below, and any other information I put below, please take a look at it. Okay, please share this video, share the information. Okay, because I feel like especially African Americans, we need to start investing in our health and our lives more. We tend to invest more in our deaths than we do our life. Okay, in many ways, inadvertently. It's not something we're doing intentionally. Okay, our music is laced with death. You know, some of the habits we have, you know, whether it's drinking, whether it's smoking, whether it's not exercising, whether it's whatever the case may be, are leaning more on the side of death than life. You get it? Even church music, you know, like it's so ingrained in us that we sing about being ready to go to heaven, and you know, we can't wait to do these afterlife things, even with life insurance, which in my eyes, if you get so caught up on life insurance, it's almost like you're more prepared to die than you are to live, even though we all need life insurance. But we can insure our lives by, you know, implementing healthy options, and we can ensure that we live way longer than we, you know, expect. I mean, like I always say, you can't control how many years you have left in this life, but you can control how much life you have left in the years, because we can't control the future. We don't know what's going to happen, but as long as you're doing your best to actually give yourself the best quality of life, you know, not just for yourself, but your loved ones and the people around you, then that's all you can do, man. So this is it, man. This is the video, how to go vegan. 3 easy steps. Okay, I delve deep into those steps, so there's details, but it's 3 steps. If you follow those 3 steps like I did, I promise you, going vegan will be a piece of cake. I promise you. Okay, so that's how to go vegan. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, share, hit those post notifications, man. I'm just trying to do this for my people. I'm trying to feed my people, okay? And everybody who wants to better themselves and impact the world in a more positive way. Okay, let's get high. I found a new way to get high. Let's get it. Peace.